Okay. So my name is Allan Corona. I am a native from Mexico. I've been in Norway for almost 2 years. And I am a fitness and social entrepreneur. I've been in the within entrepreneurship and fitness for the last 10 years. Initially, I started a brand of bootcamp style gyms that is now a license in Mexico and in Brazil. And I've been developing teams and coaches and trying to keep people healthy and fit and active for a while. A little spin-off of this brand about 3 years ago is an endurance team, an endurance club, which I coach. So I coach athletes as well that want to either complete Ironmans, triathlons, long cycling races or running races and whatnot. I'm a triathlete myself as well. I do some, or an endurance athlete, I would say, because it's not only a triathlon that I do as a sport, next to the endeavors that or projects that I'm usually running and working on. Currently, I'm working on a Norwegian startup that is based here in Oslo. Now Lørenskog at Igloo Innovation. And basically what we do is that we believe that for everyone struggling to stick to a fitness routine or to a health program, there is another person that is healthy, that is motivated, and that is willing to help you stick to it. So we're turning this into a business model, and we're recruiting coaches from the global south, and we are connecting them and matching them with people here right now in Norway or in Scandinavia, struggling to stick to a routine. So basically, we're giving you a workout partner, a coach that is going to keep you accountable, that is going to motivate you, that is going to stick around your workout so that you can book unlimited times to train with a week. So it's a coaching startup. Basically, we are developing coaches in order to help and promote fitness, promote discipline, promote health in the European countries.
Okay, second question is, what impact did the sport make on your career?
Definitely, sports. I've always been involved in sports. I haven't done a deep search into what my childhood sports participation had to do with my business life later on. But I know for sure that when I started my first startup in 2013, as any committed startup, even though as a fitness startup, I put a lot of time into the business. I put a lot of time into developing the product, the service, the team, growing, and I would assign or allocate free time, right, to work out and even though I wasn't unhealthy or I would think I was still active, I wasn't giving the priority that it would need, right? After a couple of years, that we needed to stick into being not only consistent but also coherent with what we're selling, with what we're preaching, is that I started to allocate much more time into individual training, and I got into endurance sports. And what I learned from endurance sports is that there's many things that can happen throughout a race or training session that are outside of your control, that can affect the outcome. But you got to focus and you got to keep your eyesight in what you can control, in what it's in what you can influence as well. It's really brought out the importance of discipline, of consistency, of also acknowledging yourself, getting to know yourself, listening to your body. So a business usually has KPIs, right, in order to function correctly. And as a CEO or as a founder, you would choose which KPIs are more important to follow and to read daily, right, in order to see how healthy your company is. And our body is full of KPIs. It's full of key health indicators that we usually don't listen to, right? When we are absorbed in business, when we're absorbed in growth, when we're absorbed in fundraising, when we're absorbed in other things, and we stop listening to our body. But it's as important. So one thing that I really learned through sports as well is to, sometimes it's important to be still and to listen inwards, listen to your body to see what your indicators say, stress, heart rate, and there's a lot of indicators that you can learn to follow, so that you know that your body is going through a right recovery process. You know, sportsmen and athletes, they really value recovery periods. It's as important as the stress that you put through a workout. And it's the same and I brought this to the business as well. It's not everything about just pushing and generating. You gotta let some recovery times come into business time as well. And in these times is when creativity comes, when innovation comes. And I think there's thousands of similarities that you can actually bring from sports into business life.
Great. The second question, actually you answered the third question already, but I would like to just hear about more. What soft skills did you develop by doing sports?
Yeah, the soft skills that I developed through my sports career that have helped me widely in my business life are resilience, are patience. Sometimes you want to see results right away, right? And results take time. You got to stay patient, just as a business, in a sport. I would say a big one that I've mentioned before is discipline. Show up when you don't feel like showing up. Doing the hard thing when you don't feel like it, right? Being there, being present, consistency. It's I would say it's another one. Another soft skill that has helped me. And I think an important one is, it has to do with attitude, optimism. It has to do with believing the best, right? When you are taking part of in an endurance race, for example, which is a long race and it's a hard race, you will go through a lot of negative thoughts. You will struggle through a lot of negative thoughts and whatnot, and you gotta overcome those thoughts throughout the race with positive affirmations, with optimism, and it's something that you gotta bring to business life, because at the end, a founder is usually defined as that crazy person that really thinks this is gonna work out and this is what people wants and people needs, and everybody else is gonna think otherwise.
Thank you so much.